Hey everybody, welcome back. Alright, so we are heading up. Ooh, check out that Alpha Rex. He is a pretty one. White and red and glowy. Let's see what level he is. He is a level 20, and he is coming this way. Let's not stick around for that. Let's move on a little bit. Haha, can't get to me, can you, sucker? I am awesome sauce. Okay, move on. So, anyway, what was I talking about? Okay, we still need stamina. If you notice, I'm really heavy. I can't go very far, very fast. I'm carrying a lot of wooden pillars and some wooden ceilings because we are on a mission to tame an Argentavis. And I will cut out a lot of this, but I have to fly. I have to land quite frequently because you're going to burn. If you carry a lot of weight, you're going to burn stamina faster than normal. Checking for otters, always checking for otters. Okay, so Carno Island is on the northeast corner of the map. So head up by the green obelisk sort of direction. And there's a mountain right behind it, and that's sort of the direction we're heading into. Alright, now you can see it off in the distance. So, but what we're going to be heading to is we're going to be heading to an island to the right-hand side, to the east side of the island, to the southeast side of that island. That little corner really has nothing. There's never any almost never any animals on that little corner piece. It's a safe place to like land a boat, safe place to sort of regather yourself before you go into the main island. And let's get a little bit more stamina before we try to make this one jump here, because it's there's no more stopping points along the way. And you can see my stamina, even though this is the rescue ranger bird, so he has quite a bit more stamina than the other bird had. I'm still burning it kind of quick, and I'm not really going all that fast. So keep that in mind whenever you try to load down animals. You're going to start to slow down, you're going to burn stamina, and your sprinting is not going to be as fast. And actually I don't think I'm even going to be carrying enough to make the whole trap for the RG, but I'm most of the way there. So see how this little island right here, if you look around, there's like nothing here. So it's a great little place to bring a boat into, land your animals on, to figure out what you're going to do before you go to the island where everything's trying to kill you. And there is an explorer note around here, but I'm not going to get it right now. And I think I see a horse off in the distance. It's a white horse, which only means one thing. That is probably a unicorn. Yep, there it is. That's a unicorn. I just saw it. That's not a real safe place to be there, Mr. Unicorn. And crap, and he's already dead. Okay, so hey, if you pause it at just the right time, you can see that it actually had the horn, but because that was really quick, it just kind of flew by. So there's supposed to be one unicorn on the map. That's the maximum. There's a maximum of one unicorn on the map, and if he spawns in Carno Island, I don't think it's going to last very long. So maybe one day we'll see another one, but that's a rare event, everybody. It's a rare event. We saw the unicorn. Couldn't get close to it. Don't know what level it was. So this trap I'm building is one that I saw online. So I did not invent this. This is another YouTuber that has done this before me. Really like the idea of it though, because it is a fairly minimal set of stuff necessary to build this trap. It works off the premise that a pterodactyl and an RG fit through different. I'm watching that saber-tooth over there to make sure he doesn't see me. It works off the principle that a pterodactyl can fit through a smaller opening than an RG. An RG needs more than one block opening to fit through. He looks like he should be able to fit through something smaller than what he actually can fit through. The pterodactyl can actually fly in between these pillars, so he'll be able to fly in and fly right back out, nothing getting in his way, won't even slow him down, but an RG will get stuck on all of this. So what we do is we put a ceiling up top, and then we'll extend the ceiling out, and then I think I'm realizing right here that I actually don't have enough ceilings. So let's go get a couple more, another ceiling, and we still need a couple more pillars because we're a little bit out of pillars too. Alright, so we needed... And we want to make it just high enough that he'll actually fly into it. It doesn't... It could be higher, could be wider, but it doesn't have to be. If it's wider, you're going to have issues of the ceiling, and you're going to want to maybe put ceilings on the other pillars too, so he can't fly out. Now, that's basically what we need right there. If we can spin around, look at it. There we are. Now, what I'm trying to really figure out here is that front opening. If I close that off with pillars, is that enough to keep the RG in? And I'm kind of questioning myself at this point. I don't really know the answer. But I also I only have 2 pillars, and which means I could fill in that last gap. But I know from experience, when you're in the rush, when you're in the thick of it, getting the pillars to go in the right spot doesn't always work out. So I'm thinking, hey, let's at least get one more pillar, so that if we goof, we have something to work with. All right, so that's basically it. I think I'm realizing I'm a little heavy. If I'm gonna go flying around, I don't want to be encumbered. I can't get rid of the pillars. Need to keep those on me. Need to keep them on your hotbar. You don't be fiddling around with where's my stuff at, because we're gonna basically fly in, have the RG behind us, and then as he's aggroed on us and the bird, we're gonna hop off the bird, run around, put the pillars in before the RG spins around to try to get out. I will warn you, it does not always work. Let's see, what do we got over here? Level 36, no. Level 16, no. Level 36, no. Level 120 Rex, that's awesome. A level 100 RG, that's not bad. Now level 28 RG, that's no good. I don't want to get near that Rex. That Rex is a little on the scary side for me. However, let's sit down for a second and make sure we can see. There's something flapping in the stone over there. We'll go check it out in a second. So it looks like he killed off the level 28. That level 100 RG is still holding on good. That's the battle of the ages. Now, if you notice what that RG is doing, he's just swinging around and trying to... Oh, there he is. Level 8. Those rocks. No. That RG is trying to just hit that back hind legs of the Rex. So it's making it really hard for the Rex to be able to spin around and get a good bite on him. Otherwise, the RG would be dead by now, because 120 Rex is much better than a level 100 RG. So he's still going at it. And I did a little time lapse, so I was sitting there just watching it for a while. But yeah, and honestly, if you're gonna fight a Rex, that's almost what you do too. You try to hit, those hind legs by that tail, to try to stay away from his head. If you could do that, you can kill off Rexes pretty well with RGs. Let me see. There's another one over there. What are you? You're a 20. No. I thought I saw another one in that corner. Maybe not. Thought I did. Oh yeah, there's one over there. His head's just sticking up. What are you? A little hard to see. A 16? No. The 100 is going to die, though. We're not going to... Well, because I think he's bloody now, so he is not long for the world. And that Rex finally caught up with him and is grabbing him by him. Alright, let's see. We're a little bit more west of the island right now. See there are a bunch of RGs on the island today. Level 20? No. What about on the left? Let's check on the left. That one is a 4. Oh, it's even worse. We're not getting good numbers here, folks. 20? Nope. Let's see if we can move our head out of the way a little bit without falling off. Okay. And there's a clump of ones. 60? Not horrible. The clump of these behind these rocks. Let's see if we can get them to come out from behind the 80. 80's not horrible. 108. Ooh, that's actually the best one we've seen. Okay, so it looked like the 108 had red. That's an 80. 108. That's 100. Okay, he's a lot of red on him. So we need to get the one that has a lot of red on him over to our trap, which is now on the dead opposite side of the island. If it wasn't a flying animal, that would be really, really annoying to do. But we also have a lot of flying animals. We want that one bird to chase us to the trap, and not all the birds to chase us to the trap. So I'm not going to hit him. I'm just going to fly really close to him because he will aggro. The RGs will aggro on you if you get too close. So now I have 3 birds chasing me, which is not ideal. We want one of those birds to chase us. So let's get a little distance between us, and let's see if any of them de-aggro. And 1, 2 de-aggroed. So what we need to do is now go back and find our bird, which I think is the highest one in the air right now. Yeah, that's him. Okay, now we need to go re-aggro him without aggroing the other ones. So if you can find him, kind of come at an angle where you're the closest to him, but you're not near anybody else. So, and of course we could use a little stamina. Okay, so we want that one on, we want him right there on the left. So get him to follow us. And if we're lucky, we didn't aggro the other one. Let's spin around and see what we got. We got only him. Okay, so now that's good. We're getting him by himself, and he already de-aggroed. There we go. Let him take a shot at you. You're gonna get hit a few times just so that he can keep his aggro. You gotta kind of encourage him to go for it. Okay, now we look like we're doing the right thing here. So let's just give him a second, and I got a feeling he didn't hit me. Oh, he de-aggroed again. Okay, now he's spun around and he's way up high. We got to make sure he's coming down. We got to make sure he's coming kind of flat. He comes in too sharp of an angle. There we go. See how we fit right through? Pop off, jump off. See how he's stuck? Well, you kind of can't see it, but he's stuck right there. All right, now I screwed that one up, but let's get it high enough. Okay, now I know I screwed it up, so let's fill in that little hole. And see that hole up there? And I really feel like he could get through that, but for some reason he's not making it through. Okay, what's the first thing you do when you're going to tame an animal? You tell your other animals to not attack it. Okay. Now, headshots are worth better than body shots. There is a probability of killing an RG with a crossbow. So I would have tried to avoid body shots when possible, but try to hit them, at all. And try to not burn all your shots on the pillars, which I think I'll probably end up doing a few. And I'm trying to time it so that I'm not actually popping his wings. I'm trying to time it to where his wings are behind him. He will constantly be hitting at wood. He can destroy it, but the question is, will he destroy it before you knock him out? And they'll have to aggro on the same pillar for quite a while before they're actually going to destroy it. And if you look closely at the top of that pillar, you can actually see I actually whacked the pillar one time with the trank arrow. Always carry more trank arrows than you need, because you might run out or you might miss. I have a tendency to miss sometimes because I'm doing the thing. Oop, now he's in his flee mode, so he's almost knocked out. And when you get to this point, you really want to start timing your shots, because on a trank arrow, its full effectiveness is after 5 seconds. So you don't want to keep pounding them and pounding them and pounding them. You want to kind of slow them down if you can. So I usually do a shot, count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then you would shoot again. But he's knocked out. Okay. So we got a level 108 knocked out in a trap. If I was smart, I would spin around and make sure there's nobody around here. But we're gonna get some food on him. Now, regular meat is not the best thing to use. So what I kind of want to do is I kind of want to go see if we can find some prime meat. Okay, so prime meat does not come from every animal. I know that RGs will give some prime meat. So I'm thinking right here, hey, let's go see if we can kill this RG. We've already been fighting this scorpion, but now I'm stuck between a scorpion and an RG. That's not a good thing. Let's actually pull away a little bit. Me getting knocked out of the scorpion and then killed by the RG would probably not be conducive to a good day, because if we die right now, we'll end up losing our tame. So that RG though, he is still aggroed on me. And he is holding his aggro better than that red one did. If you look off the distance, you can see where that island is that we're taming our animal at. Now an RG will circle down on us, so we don't actually have to fly to fight him. We can just fight him right here. And he's a level 20, so he's not really all that big. You can tell he's already bloody. And he was fighting the scorpion, so it's not like he was at full health anyway, which is part of the reason I was going after him. So they will get prime, but they will not get a lot of prime. So we're gonna see when he will stop rolling down the freaking mountain. Stop rolling, stop rolling, stop sliding, stop sliding. There we go. Okay. If he's rolling down a mountain and you jump off your animal, you might have a hard time walking back up. Just FYI. Okay, so we only got 1 prime. That is not exactly what we're looking for. So we're just exploring around. I saw this Rex over here. I was like, oh, but I needed to stop anyway because I'm about out of stamina. And I'm out. There is a new update that Xbox and PlayStation has not gotten yet. Probably will get this week, but PCs already have. Rexes can scare you off of your own animal from that roar right there. That is a new thing. And I was probably right on the edge of being able to do that. So, found this Bronto, level 4 Bronto. Brontos get good priming, so I think, and it's level 4, so I'm not going to do the spin attack, the screw attack with the pterodactyl. That burns a lot of stamina. I can literally just stand here on a level 4 and just whack him with my beak. I should be able to kill him before I run out of stamina. Try to run away. Try not to get stomped. Try to be interior to the body, so tail attack and that type of stuff really won't affect you very much. He's getting really bloody now. Oh, there we go. Now he's dead. Alright. 2 prime, 4 prime, 5 prime, 7 prime. There we are. 7 prime is not bad at all. Okay. Let's get our stamina because we do got to get across. Now, let's see if we can go throw some prime on that guy. Alright. The Bronto did a little bit of damage on the pterodactyl, but not much. So he already ate some regular meat, but if we give him the rest of it in prime, he'll tame up faster and he'll retain his effectiveness better. So it's best if he was like only prime, but you know, will it change much? It might not even change what level he's on. So, and clearing this one out because if you know, he was stuck in there while he was wild, he would be stuck in there tame too. So we're gonna have to get rid of some of this stuff. All right, now it becomes a waiting game. How long? Okay, let's get some of this. Let's start to clean up our area a little bit. We're gonna basically what I like to do is on this island is I like to have a little bed off in the corner. So if I die or something around here, I can respawn. It's very handy because this is a very dangerous place. It's a high likelihood place of dying. And since we have all this wood here, we can actually make something useful. So, put a little storage box there. Drop some junk in there. I like to keep some basic building supplies, some basic weapons. And there is an RG that's getting dangerously close. We do not want him aggroing on us or our team. So we are either going to try to lead him away or try to kill him, depending on his level. And I'm realizing right now that pterodactyls can almost hit 2 for 1 on an RG. They can hit an RG twice before an RG can hit you 1 time. So he is already bloody. Level 16, not a big deal. I'm actually see if I can catch him in midair, which I was not able to do. And you don't want to fly into midair with a ooh, the RG's done. RG trained up at a 161. That's not a bad level. Look how red he is. That streaks of red. That's pretty cool. That's a lot of life. That's a lot of melee. He had no wasted points. His highest was in melee. So he's going to be a fighter. He's not going to be a lover. He's going to be a fighter. Not a lot of weight, but a lot of life, a lot of stamina, and a lot of melee. That's actually, I really like that. That's really, really nice. And it's a pretty bird. It's a very good looking bird. I like that one a lot. like it a lot. Ooh, look, check it out. You can see it right there. See those wings? How they're streaked? It's like he got splattered with blood, and then he shook it off when he was trying to fly away, and some of it came off, and some of it's still there. So I got a good name for him. He's going to be Bloodstain. I think that's a fear-inspiring kind of name, you know, because he's gonna be a fighter. Okay, let's go in and clean up the rest of our junk here, and I'd say we're going to be good stewards of the area. If you're on PvE, you really want to do this because it will muddle up other people's ability. Except that I have this area over here, which also does the exact same thing. So, I'm sitting here thinking to myself, Chris, you're a level 53. Did you bother to think about what level you need to be to actually have a saddle? And then it dawned on me that I am actually, in hindsight, nowhere near the level necessary to put a saddle on an RG. So we're just bringing him home, nothing eventful, just basically flying home. I flew slow almost the entire way because an RG is not the super fastest animal in the world. So he's back there catching up. So we're just going to keep him until we get some levels on us. We need we need 9 levels. I think it's 62 to get a saddle for an RG. So we need another 9 levels, which is really not going to be that hard to come across. You know, I was hoping you'd sit on the dock. I was hoping you were going to sit on the actual platform, but, you know, I guess over here is okay too. So let's look at him again. We're going to put a little bit of points in. Alright, just clean up a little bit. Let's get our junk off of here. So what does 1 point do? He's a 161, and this is something I like to do. I like to give it his name, but I like to put in what wild level he was and what level did he tame up at after the name. So it kind of reminds me, if I ever want to do any mating or breeding sort of stuff, it kind of reminds me of where did this guy start and what is his base for mating purposes. So his base for mating purposes is his tamed level, is his initial tamed level. Okay, so that was bird 1. We saw the unicorn, we saw bird 1. Now for bird 2, what we want to do is we want to tweak out our boat a little bit. We're going to try to go get a Therizina. However, a Therizina can walk over a 1 high wall. So my thinking right now is it's a little, I'm doing all the repairs because I've had stuff in here kind of messing things up. So we're going to extend all the walls up another height, another level up, which means we need to do the ramp up another level up, which means the interior is 1 square smaller because of the ramp. So that's why I destroyed those back walls, because I want to retain the same interior size. So we're going to bring the walls back 1 more level. Okay, so that's the angle pieces, and then we need some wall pieces. And stuff to, and of course, building helps with XP, so I got to get to that level 62 to be able to make that saddle. So anytime you got to build something, go ahead, because you're gonna help yourself out. Okay, so let's see, and some more walls. There we are. Flop, flop. And then the angle pieces. Slope ceiling is what it is. It's a slope ceiling. Okay. That gives us, see, that gives us the height we need necessary to keep the Therizina in here. Now the question you might be asking is, why do I want to tame a Therizina? And if I quit picking 4, I'll quit pulling out my crossbow. Therizina kibble is necessary for a Balasaurus whale. A Balasaurus whale is personally my favorite animal to take in the water for a lot of reasons. Some of the reasons are it cannot get stung by jellyfish. It cannot get stung by electric eels. It has a crazy amount of life. But it is a passive tame, and if you try to tame it with meat, it's going to take forever. But Therizina kibble, you can tame it really, really, really fast. So I will go through the effort. What I'm building on here is I'm building basically the area to shoot. I need to be far enough away from the Therizina so he doesn't whack at me. So I want to get some Therizina eggs so I can have some Therizina kibble so I can tame a Balasaur. Therizinas are also, for their size, and so we're passing by this Alpha Rex again. I'm hoping he doesn't. I'm interior to the box, so in a lot of ways he probably cannot see me. And that's kind of what I'm sort of checking out here to see. Will he aggro on me? And I'm hitting a rock. Will he aggro on me, or will I be able to pass by? So I hear him walking, but I don't really hear it coming closer. Spinning my head, and it doesn't look like it's coming to me, but I don't want to press my luck too much more. So, if you look off in the right, we see 2 Therazinas up here. I'm going to try to figure out what they are. And ones that, and we just want eggs, so we don't want high level ones. We want low level ones because they're really a pain to try to tame anyway. So we don't really want it. We're at 28 female and a there's a dude somewhere over there. Ends up being that the other one's a guy. So he ended up walking off to the left. Which one was that one? I think that's the dude. That's the guy. We want to look to the left. Chris, look to the left. There we are. That one over there. That's the female 28. So now that they're separated a little bit, they're not mate boosted. When you're that far away, they're not going to be mate boosted anymore. I realized that, one, I got an Alvaraptor now in my box, and I'm also stuck. If you notice when I drove in over all of these sticks and branches and junk. Yeah, I'm stuck. I need to actually leave almost the same direction I came in at. So instead of going counterclockwise, I need to go clockwise to get myself back out. You can always get unstuck. It's just a matter of finding that path that lets you go through. See, I'm going through right now. And see how long that Alvaraptor goes for a ride. I do want to tame one of those, but I don't have any eggs, and it takes eggs to tame them, so it's still going to be a little while. I need to get some dodos so I can just have a whole bucket of eggs that I can use to tame a low-level Alvaraptor with. Okay, we'll just see how long he stays around in there. He can fit right through that door if he just does it right. Level 16 though, that'd be a good level to tame. I wouldn't mind taming that. Okay, now we need to figure out where. Major design flaw of this raft: I can't see the front without being in the water, and I kind of don't want to be in the water because it might be hard to get back. Yep. Out of the water. Tell you what, how about if we get back in the driving mode and then we can look. No, we don't actually have to drive, just let's just look. Oh, it's right outside. Holy crap balls. Okay. And there's a Carno over there, which could be problematic too. So, what are we going to do? We want to see if we can aggro just the Therizina and not the Carno, because that would be in an ideal situation. Pick a side, dude. Commit. Go for it. Go. What? Do it. Now. Go. Pick a side. Oh, coloring. So I had my gamma up because it was nighttime and it's just become a morning. So this is the natural morning light. And there it's... Oops, shoot. Carno sees us. That's not good. No bueno. He's gonna be relentless. So, what to do. And we freaked out the Alvaraptor. And I have no regular arrows. So I'm not really going to be able to kill it very easily myself. So let's see if we can de-aggro him. Let's see if we can get him to either de-aggro or... Well, we will need him to de-aggro on us. So maybe if we just drive for a little while, he'll leave us alone and focus on something else. I think Carno's de-aggro kind of quickly. So he was not hitting us now. At least now we're faster than him. Now he's still chasing us. Well, I wonder if we can out-stamina him and just like spin in a circle until he gets too tired to chase us. Tell you what though, that's gonna take forever. So let's just try to go down the river, and maybe we'll get a little distance between us. He'll de-aggro on us. If you notice that rock I just passed over, if you want to try to avoid getting caught on rocks and stuff, you want to, he's still chasing. He's still running now. All right, keep moving. If you want to try to not get whacked on rocks and stuff, keep the center of your boat away from rocks. That's the most important part. The very center, that center line of of foundations. Keep that away. Now let's either maybe aggro on those turtles, or let's take a look, see what we got. Oh, he's on something. He's on something. Okay, we might be in the clear. Let's see if we can spin this sucker around. Turn on a dime, give you 9 cents change. I don't really know what that means, because that means you turn on a penny, and a penny is bigger than a dime. Alright, so let's go back to where we were and try this over again. The Therizina is still there? Yep, the Therizina is still there. And with nothing else scary around, so I think we could just go for it. Feel a little bit brave. Alright, so... And... I wonder if we could just shoot him from here. And then see if we can get him to aggro and come on over. If you're going to shoot from a great distance, you're going to have to shoot high. Because, like, in real life, arrows and bullets will arc. Will drop. Not A-R-K, A-R-C-H. And I'm not having a lot of luck with that. So I'm going to have to, you know, put my big boy pants on and get a little closer to him. So let's see if we can pop one on him. Oh, there we go. Hit marker. Hit marker. Hit marker. Move, frog, move. Okay. Turn around, know where you're at, know where you're at, know where he's at, know where the boat's at. He's going to follow a straight line, so if you cut too early, oops, shoot, out, 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 get 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 out. Get all the way to the back. See, he has a range on him. Which is why I built that platform so far back. That is my biggest problem with traps like this, is getting out that door after you get hit. You're almost never lined up with the door. So he's a 28. He's pretty strong still. I mean, these are opposing creatures. You do not want to fight them in real life. You know, outside of not being on an animal. Hell, hey, even being on an animal, sometimes you don't want to fight these guys. I've lost. I tried to fight them one time with these kind of guys with a bunch of Triceratops before, and I lost. I think I had two Triceratops and maybe an Iguanodon. And they, okay, see how he's stuck like this? He's basically trying to turn, but he's stuck on the structure. So that's his runaway mode. So this is where you start to slow down, count your shots. Don't just pile them into him. It's the clue to let you know that we're getting close. And that last shot I shouldn't have taken. But depending on if you shot it before or after you technically knocked out, we'll kind of figure out what's your taming effectiveness. Granted, we're doing this for eggs, so I don't really give a crap. I don't really care if his taming effectiveness is good or not. I just need her to be able to lay eggs. I don't need her to be a fighter. I'm not looking for a level 250 something or others. I'm looking for a just a low enough level that I can get some eggs to come out. So, and so here's a little clue for you. You notice how he sort of fell outside? He's not really outside. It's just what the graphics did. You have to find the point where you can actually access them, and usually you need to be from the same direction you fell, which is why I was trying from inside the boat to get to him. That usually works better. So, if you notice, I'm now at 35%, 35 narcotics. I started 70. So I've already burned 35, and he is, I don't know yet, but you can see how fast the narcotics are dropping. Their torpidity is dropping. It drops really fast on these animals. It's not the fastest dropping animal, but it's pretty fast. So you got to carry a lot of narcotics. This is a 28, and I'm gonna burn. I just heard something in the boat. There is something in the boat. What's in the boat? There is a frog in this boat. Pretty green color. A level 8 Beeza Buffalo. Well, he can't get out on his own. I mean, if he did like a full jump, he probably could jump it. Trying to decide, do I want to keep him? He's a level 8. Not going to be a fighter. But they are a pain in the butt to catch up with to tame though, if you want one. Thinking we're probably going to tame him, but I also know I don't have any meat on me. So let's tame him, and then we'll get some meat. A level 8 I'm sure can't. Ooh, oh, yeah. His tongue will knock you out. So that was actually really dangerous of me, but that only took 3 shots. And if you notice the right-hand side, those little stars are starting to light up, and I have this halo around me. That's not a good sign. See, my torpidity is rapidly increasing. I should be eating stem berries right now, but I'm not because I'm not thinking about it. This is hindsight right here. And I got knocked out. And we're in fast forward mode, 400 speed, 400 speed, 400 speed. Torpidity is going back to normal again, and we are now awake. But multiply that by 4, and that's how long I was out. Now, me being on this little platform here, I was actually in a pretty safe little area, so I was okay, but that could be a very dangerous thing. Now, the Beast of Buffalo still has no meat, so we need some meat. 112, that's kind of a pain in the butt. 12. Now, I only have trank arrows, because I didn't think about bringing other stuff. But a level 12 Phiomia probably will get knocked out in a few shots. So, and then we can kill him with a pickaxe. So let's see, that's 2 shots, 3 shots, 4 shots. Probably would have gone down with 3 shots. So now we can go. Now, if I was smart, I could just walk around him and pick up all these arrows, and then I'll have stone arrows again. So you can kill a knocked out animal like this, just takes a little bit of time. Here we are, picking up some meat. We're going to have way more meat than necessary. I mean, it's a level 8 piece of buffalo, so I don't know. A couple bites maybe? Maybe 1 bite? I don't know, we'll see. Wow, his torpidity drops fast too. If that was a big animal, if that was a large animal, he'd need narcotics for dang sure. So he takes 52% in 1 bite, so that'll be 2 bites. And he's there. So, yeah, let's get him away from that door, though. I don't like anything. Oops, stuck. I don't like anything stuck right by those doors. Okay, that's perfect. Perfect. Can I whistle you off? Perfect. Okay, now we're just waiting for this guy at this point. These things take forever. But I think we're about done, though. Really close, really close. Come on. There we are. There's Xenosaur. Tickle Chicken. The comedian of the dinosaur world. Makes everybody happy. Alright. He has a follow range that's really far. So what we need to do is we want to get him to actually follow us and get away from that door. Is we need to change his follow distance to something lower. Change follow distance. We're going to set it to low. Lowest for big animals, they end up almost stepping on you. So I tended to pick low. There we are. Wow, it's kind of cool orangish color in the sun. That's perfect. If you noticed before, he was actually standing where I need to be driving. So, all right, thanks everybody. And I think that's what we're going to do for today. We're just going to drive him home and be good. If you like the video, subscribe, hit the thumbs up, throw me a comment, tell all your friends and neighbors. All right, bye-bye.